Hey guys, welcome to Roll With Us. We are hanging out.
We're not live on YouTube. Oh, there we go.
We are live on YouTube.
Yeah, we go.
We're here with our friend Matt today, who's joining us via Discord, and we're going to try to attempt to stay on track a little bit and work with Lore Tome for just the village of Lockwood. I think we're going to narrow this down instead of looking at the entire program. We are just going to look at the village of Lockwood. I use a map by Rusty Maps. You can find him on Patreon. And as you can see, I changed the legend and the name of the village. But we have different things in here like Lord Lockwood's estate, the carpenter, where of course Woody lives, the Scarlet Inn, and a bunch of other different kind of characters and things that they've interacted with in town. But I'd like to be able to put this tiny little village into Lore so that I can copy paste it for all of the games that I run in this area. So we're going to see how this goes. There we go. I'm going to open up Lore. I know, Matt, it'll be like a couple second delay if you want to, or I don't know if it's 30 seconds or whatever. It'll be a delay on your phone if you open up the YouTube, but
as I am traveling right now, I probably won't.
Okay.
Because I
Let's be safe.
Don't want to die.
Yeah, no. Let's be safe. Let's do the safe thing. Okay.
Hello, world out there. As you said, I am Matthew. I am one of the lucky few that get to be a player on this campaign. My character before was Achu. My character now is Theo.
And of course, Achu's favorite person in Lockwood was Patty.
Yes. He finally got married. If you watched any of these other videos that we've talked about Patty and Achu, they got married. And then things just went wonky.
Oh, wonky. That's a good word for it. Okay, so we've started off with templates. And we did a generic Lockwood template, or a generic town template, I should say. And the different things that I put in the town template for this world is a map of the village, who's ruling it, what their exports are, a brief description, a society, guilds, religions. What other I guess geography would be a good one. Like where in the world? Can you think of anything else that you would want to know generically about a town?
Sorry, I'm pushing the link out to people.
What about you, Matt? Anything that you can think of that you would generically want to know about a town?
Okay. I don't know.
We have Adam join us. Welcome aboard.
I'm on my phone, so it may be hard to hear.
No, you're good.
Or you might hear Lily in the background.
That's fine. Nope, you're good. So Adam is another one who plays with us in one of our Scarlet Inn games. And
We have Simon with us too. From last
oh, he's
week.
back.
Yeah.
Yay!
Technically, Lord Lockwood could have another couple of villages.
He could. For reasons.
So you want to know if there was anything else that I would suggest to put in here. We have ruler, exports, geography, guilds, society.
I'll be right back.
Where does the inns and things fit? Inns, what else would be
That's true.
relevant?
We could probably do
Notable businesses.
Yeah.
Guild, society. Or you could also go by the numbers.
What if we did taverns and inns?
Okay. And then shops.
Shops.
I've got a good one for you. How about a job board?
Ooh. Always love my job boards.
Yeah. Good way
That
to
would
get
help a lot.
good way to get quests out to the PCs.
Yeah.
5 people.
All right. Well, what else do we need? What else do we need to generically know about a town? Again, we have rulers, exports, brief description, taverns and inns, society, guilds, religion, shops, job boards.
Enemy?
Ooh. What would an enemy of a town necessarily be?
An adversary.
Well,
That's
right
not-
now,
that's not
I
nec-
think
Adversary is not necessarily like an enemy, but somebody who is in contest even with the player characters.
Oh, specifically in that town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or adversary can be many things, but it's not as honed in as enemy is must destroy the enemy, where an adversary can be just somebody you're competing with and not
It's not right either. Is it?
yeah, a monster is an enemy, and an NPC isn't necessarily an enemy.
Would a village have guild offices rather than their craftsmen being members? So this specific town doesn't have any guilds. This specific town isn't even technically on the map. It was
wait.
a piece of land that was given to the Lord. Actually, I should put that in the descriptions. Let's start writing this down. A piece of land south of Hillsdale, not on any local maps. Given to Lockwood as a thank you from the king for saving the prince as a child.
Brian's watching.
Oh. Hey, Brian. The Lord uses this land to take in outcasts as a commune, as a... I guess a commune is the correct word, right? I think I spelled commune, right?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. This program, this is Lore, and who makes it? It's
Amsel Suite.
Amsel Suite.
Yeah.
Would safe haven be a better word than commune?
What word?
Safe haven?
Oh, safe haven. I like that. I was going with commune because there's no money exchanged in town, and everyone sort of helps with all of the jobs. That's why I kind of went with commune, but I do like safe haven. How about the Lord uses this land to take in outcasts as a commune of sorts. Commune of sorts, and as a safe haven to those who need it.
Question about lore in general.
Yeah.
If you have stuff that starts going off the screen, or if you were to make these boxes bigger, would you get a scroll wheel that you could scroll through?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
Going off the screen, but can you...
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it does keep going.
Yeah.
My thought on that is that some of these boxes are kind of small. I really like the bulletin board look of this, but I don't know how practical all the little boxes are.
That's fair.
And I was searching to see if there was like a template that somebody else had made that you could use. Not saying that you need somebody else's template, but one of the things that would challenge me with a program like this is just how do I want to set up the template? And unless, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing now is coming up with what kinds of topics and things that you would use for the, to me, it really feels like a bulletin board with sticky notes or something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But if you don't know the best way to organize everything, the tool's only as good as you can use it. So
Right. No, yeah, absolutely. And I think the big question is, like, once this is set up, I feel like it'll be easier to use. But until I know what I need, and Lockwood is definitely a very different town than your average, or a very different village than your average town or city. Because they're not going to have any guilds. The shops in the town are really just a general store and like a market type area where people kind of come and get food, but it's not
like a bazaar.
Right, there's the tavern and the Scarlet Inn. But other than that, and no money is exchanged except if an outsider comes to town.
I just had two thoughts. One is a question. The eye, does that like hide the post?
Oh, good question.
That didn't really do anything, but
Oh,
okay.
it took away the name.
From okay.
That's weird that this isn't centered.
And so another thing is, I town is the main template that is letting Lockwood's pulling this.
Right.
And then you can't change any of this up here, but you can type in the boxes or add
Correct.
pictures inside of Lockwood.
Right.
And anything that you type in these boxes now maybe is there permanent. So maybe you could put, like, say you wanted a list for taverns, you could put maybe like number 1, number 2, number 3, and then when you go to Lockwood, you could just fill those in.
So I can't type in anything in here.
Oh, this just tells you that it's a text box versus
Right.
a picture.
But if I go into here and I click here, there's this bulleted list. Can you guys see that? Yeah. So there's bulleted list and there's numbered list
Okay, cool. All right.
over here. There's also a separator, which is, I do appreciate my separators.
But I think once you do what you're doing is smart, because you have a basic template now that you could start filling in for Lockwood. As you fill that in, you'll figure out where you need to put all of your stuff in here. And you could just go back to the town template and change it. And then once you have Lockwood done, filling in the other towns will be much easier.
And that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm also trying to think a little bit bigger than Lockwood as I'm doing this. Because, again, like, Lockwood doesn't have any guilds. But I will want guilds once we get to Trevani.
Is this a town? Is the Lord married or engaged?
So the Lord and Lady are, the Lord's first name is never known. But he is married to Lady Penelope. And, they have a daughter. Hello. Do I have her on this map? Hey Matt, do you remember the Lord and Lady's daughter's name?
Oh man, I'm stuck. I knew that there's going to be a question. Oh gosh. Oh man, because my character had a few interactions with her.
Yep.
Even was able to do other things because this character took my job over. It's been too long. I do not remember.
Yeah, I am also having an issue with remembering their daughter's name. Darling.
That's it. Yes.
Darling was their daughter's name. I had to go look it up. This is the Lord married or engaged. Also, is he a lord or baron? A lord knight would have a village or 3 income. He sends some of it. Don't be rude. My
That's a
cat's
great
being
question.
my cat's being rude at this moment. Okay, also, is he a lord or a baron? A lord knight would have a village or 3 as his income. He sends some of it to his... Rude.
I'm going to say he has to be a lord because, I mean, what's the difference between a lord and a baron? Like, what does a baron do?
Well, I always envisioned him as getting the lord title from the king. But let's see, what is the difference between a lord and a baron?
Because that I know of, and that we've been told, he only has this one town.
Correct.
Or
Okay,
village.
a baron is a higher rank than a lord. So yeah, he would be a lord.
Cool.
Piece of land south of Hillsdale. Simon, I love all of your notes. Please, please keep them coming. Given to Lockwood as a thank you from the king for saving Springs, the Lord uses the land to take in outcasts. Okay, so for taverns and inns, we of course have, oh, actually, let's make this a bullet list. Haha. The Scarlet Inn. I probably don't need the in front of these. I always do that. We don't need that. We have the Lockwood Tavern. In which, see, now here's my issue with this, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I get kind of like into the weeds of doing this kind of stuff. In theory, I can make taverns and inns have a template.
Uh-huh.
And then I should be able to tag like the Scarlet Inn here to be able to make this clickable to go to the Scarlet Inn.
Yes, exactly.
So I should be able to
Because
do
the
that.
Scarlet Inn is not the tavern.
Because
Right.
I mean, and I don't know if like you can click between here. There was Lore and what was the other one?
Tome.
Tome. I don't know if it can link from Lore to Tome, but
Yes.
I think having like a list of notable NPCs in here, just their names, and then if you could click to take you over to Tome so that you know, but having the list of who's important here. But then, yeah, I get the weededness. Like, do you put the NPCs listed in the places that they hang out, or do you just do a general list of these are the NPCs in the town? NPCs, honestly, I think it's one of the hardest things to prep, for me anyway, is like, say, even with Lost Mines of Phandelver, I think the number of NPCs that are in Phandalin and who they are, what their personalities are, where they're usually located. But of course, NPCs aren't stagnant. They're going to move around the town.
Right.
So they might be in the inn. They might be somewhere else. It's a lot. It's a lot to keep track of. And I honestly, I don't know what the best way to do your NPCs would be. But if you can at least get a list of them here, because those are the names of the characters that you would have, that the players would run into in this town.
Right.
If it can link from there to their tome bio, that would be good. It would be cool if, like, you could click on them and it would ask you, do you want to go to Tome? Do you want to go to the location that they usually, or like if you could click on them and see, well, I guess the where they usually hang out would probably be in their Tome bio. You know that they're a part of Lockwood, but like, Patty spends her time at the inn usually, right?
Right. Patty's the waitress at the inn.
So.
I almost forgot that. That because of the activity that happened in the last campaign, that changed drastically.
Right.
Wishes have a tendency to do that.
Well, that was before the wish. She had taken over for Mother Gwenna.
True.
She took over from Gwenna because of my character, and then also because of one of another character. He also took over the inn because there was something against Winter and Brom, so they left. So someone had to manage that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah.
And that's kind of where I come back to, like, I would love to have Bogart.
Okay, yeah.
I would love to be able to kind of make this and then make a whole, like, make this as like the blank slate of the Scarlet Inn campaign, and then every time I kind of run something in this world, I can just make a copy of it.
That's exactly where I was going. Two minds thinking alike. Because, I mean, you're currently running this twice right now. And that's on top of the fact that you've previously run it 2 times prior. So, but especially running it twice at the same time, having, yes, like a stock template, and then having Scarlet and Magellan, since you've named them differently, which is smart to keep them straight.
All right, move this off to another page.
For our Scarlet Inn players, Matt and Adam, if Adam's still there now.
No.
One thing that I really like, and I know, Matt, you commented last night about how downtrodden Lucius is, but in the other game, which Ali has called Magellan, my character there is Arafel, and he is very, very different. Very, I don't know. Is he upbeat? Is Arafel upbeat? He's definitely not downtrodden.
He's so sweet, and he's inquisitive.
He's a human that was raised by the Queen of Air and Darkness. So he spent his entire life pretty much just born. The only thing that he really knows is the gloaming court, the unseelie court, and he found his way back to the material plane and now is trying to learn what it means to be human. So very different character.
So he's a human. So he was a human back in the Steely culture and world where he grew up. He grew up that way.
Yeah. So he was going to die as a baby, and his mother made a pact with the Queen of Air and Darkness to save her son. And in return, the Queen of Air and Darkness wanted the child to raise as one of her own. So, so he grew up a human in the Unseelie Court, and he found his way by following a group of adventurers, the current party, back to Lockwood, and so now he's learning what it means to be human, interact with the humans, with his kind, and
so this is interesting. So this, once you get longer than...
Oh, you don't have to make the box bigger. You can just fill the box.
So that's really good to know. So if I go back to this template, I can make this description a little bit shorter.
Yeah, I think there's probably an advantage to keeping it to one screen.
Yeah, everything's right there.
Yeah. Although having to scroll all the boxes could become a lot too.
Yeah, I guess it depends on, you know what, it's also going to depend on screen size.
Yeah.
It's going to look different depending on
The resolution?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is all nice and pretty and whatnot, but once I get it onto a more square monitor, it'll be completely different.
Uh-huh. What is culture and free?
So these are the different folders they kind of give you.
Uh-huh. So there's an NPC folder.
Well, so I created an NPC one.
Oh, okay.
Picture, brief description, associations.
And what, you just figured that Tome would be better than doing it in Lore?
This is Lore.
Oh, I mean, but Tome would be better than Lore?
So Tome is more of the actual campaign.
I don't want to get you off track and into that.
Yes, you do.
No, I really...
That's what we're good at.
I really don't. But I can see this layout being fine because, yeah, you've got, their picture, a brief description. It's just, this layout could be fine. And if you can click from town to get, the NPC pulled up, I could see this being really good. Also, can you make new folders?
I'm assuming I can. Have I tried to? No, of course not.
Well, anyway,
Well, let's see if I can.
that
Hold on.
actually, I am
No.
kind of
New page? Oh, yeah.
okay.
Oh, is new page... Hold on. Is new page...
Oh,
I don't know. Let's find out. Test.
well, you gotta tell it where it's going. What about this? That's nothing. Okay.
Page name. Test.
No, that didn't work. Oh, that's gonna put one up in here. Is that what that is? Is that what that's doing?
I don't know. Test. Guild Hall. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, it created an actual lorry, not a template. Because these are lorries. And so the purple is lorries and the orange is templates.
Ah,
Um,
and it put it in culture.
yeah, so it put it under guilds. Guild. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So it made like pretty much like what town is, or guild is what town is.
Ooh, world synopsis.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, I don't know where that is in in relation to everything else, but import image, new folder. What do we think this new folder is used for?
You want us to think of it or
I don't
like create a new folder?
oh, these are all images. These are specifically all images. All right, let's just add some, because I'm definitely never lacking in images.
So there are some tutorials we could watch. There's a quick start guide for lore and a quick start guide for tome.
Okay. I don't, so these are just random images. I'm not quite sure.
I'll watch those later.
Okay.
Might help us.
It's just a little backpack. It just has a bunch of images.
So
Um,
it's only for images on your campaign then?
I think so. All right. Okay. Back to Lockwood. Oh my goodness. I'm so good at. Okay, so no guilds. Society is commune. Man, I cannot spell today. Safe haven. It's definitely a dictatorship as
Your best, yeah. Keyboard sucks.
He's a malevolent dictator.
he is a malevolent dictator, but he is most definitely a dictator. His way or
Yeah, we
the highway.
definitely saw that in the last campaign. Just a little bit.
Cautious, maybe?
Mm.
You know, they are not not on the map. So
Right. They don't want to be known about.
suspicious maybe might be a better
Ooh.
than.
Almost like a secret society type.
We get a new keyboard. Okay. Religions is Shantae.
That's the plant one.
That's the plant one. Is that who Theo worships?
I haven't actually quite found out.
Okay.
Like he'll probably worship a deity that has to do with decay.
Ooh. Okay.
Because he's so obsessed with the lifestyle of a fungus, and fungus work off of decay.
All right.
But definitely lawful good, and a lot of deities in D&D that have to do with decay are like almost chaotic.
Uh-huh.
So
Well, they're either
I don't know.
chaotic or like
may
true
switch back and-
neutral.
Yeah, he may switch back and forth too. I mean, he can, if he can be convinced that one deity will serve him better than the other for his purpose, he'll change it.
Okay. Okay. Mount Weaver. Okay. Let's see. Southernmost town in Mount.
I mean, Atu definitely was Shantae, because he was a Zariel tiefling that was rejected by Zariel. So the first deity that he came by that was like, yeah, we'll accept you. He goes, great.
Guys, I need a word here.
Okay, what were?
Bounty. Never mind. Sorry. Most worried about bounties on the town's folk. Okay. Not applicable for job board. All right. I think. Is there anything else? Actually, you know what? I will. Bartender. Waitress. Owner of Scarlet Inn. Wizard. Mother Gwenna. Mother Gwenna is the.
I don't know Mother Gwen.
Healer?
So.
Mother Gwenna is the. What is her role in the town?
Apothecary?
Huh, there we go. Ooh, there's the ad symbol. Okay. Come on. Is the baker.
She is a basic, well, in the town she'd be fortune teller and apothecary. Well, I don't know
Um,
about fortune teller.
Apothecary, midwife, fortune teller.
I mean, she reads tea leaves
She does
for the
read tea
characters,
leaves.
so
um,
I don't know if you want to do spiritual guide or fortune teller.
life coach.
Oh, life coach. There we go.
um,
In the very sense of the word.
I'm just quickly putting down next to each of these guys just kind of where they work and or what they are.
Oh, we're gonna add Bean.
Frankenbean,
Mm-hmm.
they're on here.
Well, I mean, as players who were a part of Lockwood before the Wish, you don't really know what's changed. Maybe, and you guys know more about the lore of what happened because I wasn't playing during that time, but all the issues with Frankenbean, like all of that could be undone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Yep, Frankenbean will definitely be back.
Bean is my favorite.
Coffee, 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 coffee.
Yeah, I love my coffee, 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 coffee.
Coffee obsessed flying monkey.
Gee, I'm
I
not
forget
obsessed.
the race.
Coffee obsessed blacksmith's assistant.
Yes.
Run.
Just a fair warning, I will go on mute here in probably about 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. Everyone works in the stables. Okay. Other than the map, which I would love to be able to get this map with these legends on it. But I think I'm going to have to do that in another program. I don't think I can do that in here.
I have a solution, but it would be maybe smaller. You could zoom out and screenshot it.
It's true. I mean, I guess for the moment that would work. All right. You don't really need the town of Lockwood on there.
Oh, you're clearing off all the tokens.
Well, I'm not. I don't want to. Oh.
Oh, you could just put them all in the GM layer. Oh no, but then
No,
they'll
that won't
still...
work. But I could copy this. Duplicate. I want the map and lighting. I don't want the objects and tokens, and I don't want the GM info. Duplicate.
There you go.
Ha.
Oh, and you still have your legend, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that'll work. So, print screen.
I can't believe that, You need to go lower. That I didn't know about print screen for the longest time. It's such a good feature.
It's so simplistic. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
So I clicked on the map, which gives me a picture, and here are all of my pictures.
They're in your backpack.
They're in my backpack. I don't really know if that's a backpack. It's probably a clipboard, but I'm going to say it's a backpack.
Oh, there's inventory. Here looks like a backpack.
Oh yeah. Stop that.
I can't.
I don't need a new folder. I just keep creating new folders. Delete. Delete.
Okay, so you...
Alright, actually, I do want a new folder. Let's name this folder Lockwood. Okay. And now, how do I...
Oh. You need screenshots.
Wait, pictures. Screenshots.
Oh, you don't just go here? Screenshots.
Fine. I could do it that way too.
I wonder if you could probably just drag and drop in there, can't you? Oh, but then it automatically added it?
Well, that's what I clicked on. So I clicked here, which
Yeah.
told me to go grab a photo.
Oh, okay. But I bet you could, if you want to test,
Drag and drop.
yeah, so you need to be here,
Alright, so
right?
let's go to, into here.
And then, like,
Okay.
a photo that you want, and then just drag it and drop it over here. If you have something that you want to put there.
Nope. Nope.
Does not like that.
Does not like that. Okay.
But it would work if you could drop it here
I could drop it here, yeah.
rather than searching. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know.
Alright, so let's do one, let's find one person's photo in here. Any person from Lockwood.
You could take it from Discord.
Yeah, but that's from Discord. Alright.
You just need
There's
to...
Bean.
Okay. Bean is so awesome.
Hee hee. Bean. Alright. Oh, what did I do? Okay. So inventory.
This here.
No. Yep. Bean. Alright.
It's too bad that you can't just drag and drop. You shouldn't even need to go to here.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, NPC is...
That's your template. So now you need a Lori. Right?
Yeah. There was an easy way to do this, and now I don't remember how.
You did it by accident before.
I did do it by accident before.
Was it new page there on the right?
Yes. Alright, so this is Bean. Confirm. So I click there, I click there. I've got Bean.
Okay, that is really cool.
Alright, so now, see there's Lockwood.
Uh-huh.
So just choose Lockwood. That's its association. Bean was found in a bag of...
Seriously?
You didn't know that?
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, Bean was found in a bag of coffee beans.
Oh, I love Bean.
He was found as Bart in Lockwood was opening the bag. See, and here's my issue. I'm writing this brief description, but I don't have Frank. And if I
Okay.
had Frank, then I could tag Frank.
So you need to create a lorry for Frank, and even if there's nothing in it, you can tag it, right?
Yes.
So new page, create Frank, and then tag him.
Okay. New page. Frank. NPC. Confirm. Back to Bean. Oh, I should do Bart too. NPCs. New page. Bart.
Is it really all caps?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why is it all caps?
Oh, I have to remember what it stands for now.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's the robot.
He's the robot.
Okay. That makes sense. I was wondering why, but yeah. Okay, yeah, so there's your Bean.
Okay, so there's Bean. So he was found as Bart.
Bart was battle armor something. Like restaurant,
Restaurant technician?
I think so. Like battle ready restaurant technician? Or
Battle.
don't know.
I'm gonna have to look this back up again.
Put in our characters.
Oh, you're breaking up, sweetie. What was that?
Did you put it in our characters and the NPCs, or did you just press Bart?
Maybe. Let's find out. NPCs. Oh, and you know what? That's a good thing too. If I didn't just put the oh, come on. No, I didn't. I just put that he was a Warforged. Oh well. I'll have to so Bart was made to serve food on the battlefield. And I made up an acronym for Bart the bartender, and now I can't remember what it is. So if anyone has a good acronym for him, just throw it up in chat. Let me know. He is favored for making nails for the town. Only allowed to have 1 cup of coffee per hour. Otherwise, he creates havoc at the forge. Some people let him do.
I mean,
Our last group gave him a bottle of endless espresso.
yeah, he did that to make up for insulting him, which I think he kind of overdid that.
Yeah. Okay. This is very simplistic for an NPC. Picture, brief description, associations. But I don't think well, at least at the very least. Oh, I probably want religion for most of my NPCs. For not most, but like for some of my NPCs. Unless I just do that under associations. I don't feel like that needs its own category.
You don't think that associations needs its own category? No.
I don't think religion,
Oh.
guild, I don't think those need their own category because I feel like they would just be under associations.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So now what have I got?
So now too, if you like click on the things, it will take you, like if you click on Lockwood from Bean, it will take you to Lockwood.
Yeah. So where's Bean? Bean. Lockwood. Oh. Here's Bart. Here's Frank.
Yep.
Here's Bean. I have to say, guys, this is so easy to put in these links. It's literally just highlight, right click, hit the @ symbol, and it pulls up.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, like, I have to say this is really simple.
It looks really good. Like, I'd almost like to maybe try using it myself, at least for non-module games.
The only one that I would probably put the work and effort into for a module game is My Problems in Phandalin.
Yeah.
Mostly because there are so many different locations, there are so many different NPCs, and if I can do it once and then copy it for each game that I'm going to run in that world, it'd probably make my life easier. But this is nice. I can just click and see the map.
So this is a really good DM tool then.
A really good what now?
DM tool.
Yeah, it does seem like a really good, and I kickstarted this last year when I was looking for different things, and I was really hoping that it was going to be simplistic and just simple. Honestly, I was looking for simple and helpful. So it does seem to be what it's going to be. I got it in December, but as you know, my Decembers are a little insane. So I didn't actually get to play with this until January. And then as with everything in my life, I got annoyed with it as soon as I opened it. Because I didn't know what I was doing. So I looked up a couple YouTube videos and I went, okay, I was just being impatient. Let's try this again. And I really am starting to like it. Quickly, I just want to jump over to, I don't really want to do anything in Tome today. But I'm curious. So we start with
So for beginner DMs, would it be good, or like, what do you need to be seasoned?
I'm so sorry, Matt. Can you say that again?
Would beginner DMs, somebody just starting out DMing, would they be able to do this really
Yes.
well, or
Yeah, I
do you
think
have to know what you're doing?
no, I think this would be really good for new DMs because this will let you organize the interactions amongst players and what's happened. And all the different little plot points. Because I have a stupid amount of plot points just rattling around in my brain with all the different games that I'm running. And like I'm looking at a screen right now that is literally just different plots, which I think that's what I want to get into Maybe next Sunday?
Mhm.
Gary, what do you think? If we finish up Lockwood over the week,
Yeah.
get all the different NPCs in, and then next Sunday I'll jump into Tome, and we can kind of work in Tome and figure out the plots for the starting plots for the Scarlet Inn.
Okay. Your issue with plots is that the two plots are very different.
From the two games, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, other than base, like, and honestly, you have almost very little base plot because it kind of develops organically depending on the players and what they do. So,
Yeah.
you almost have to fill in plot as you go.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, and for like for this game, I would start with Matt's, with Theo's Master's almost death.
mhm.
I would start with Jacob and the black market in the capital. And the main Magellan plot.
Okay. I gave you a bit with Lucius too that can be. I mean, he did clock some guard over the head with an ale of beer or a mug
An
of
ale and beer.
mug of ale. So
Magavale. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different stuff happening. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think over the next week I'm gonna finish filling in Lockwood. And then next week we can jump into Tome.
sure, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. And maybe Matt will be able to come and hang out with us again.
Yeah, it was great.
Maybe I will be at work, depending on the time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my
That's true.
weekend off.
That's fair. All right. Well, you have a great day, and thank you so much
Yeah.
for rolling with us today.
Yeah.
Thank
see
y'all.
you next
Future
week.
line. All right. Have fun, guys. All right. We are off.